Faisal Ahmed, CFO Trustbank Amanah en Nova-administrateur, had het gisteren tijdens de high-level seminar voor Reducing Agribusiness Financing Risk over de stand van zaken van de landbouw en financiële behoeften in Suriname. We voeren u terug naar het moment.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. As a banker, because our speakers already mentioned so many things and the systematic risk and all this thing, I'm very afraid of risk. And risk is everywhere. If I am putting my one step and my ankle twist and my head hit to the chair and I'll die, that's a risk. Okay? And we bankers always talk about the risk with my respected colleagues. Please don't mind about certain jokes I want to share. The first joke is, it is written from a very senior banker who shared his life about the banking. And the conclusion of this book is, we bankers are financing to the people who don't need money. Because whoever is coming to us, we are asking first question, do you have money? If yes, then I will give you the money. If no, then I will not give you the money. And the second one was from I'm basically born and brought up in Pakistan. It's a South Asian country. The author who was a president of the bank, and he's writing very famous books, not on the banking, but he gave his life, how he spent his life in a bank. And he written one sentence, and I always remember that sentence, that the banker always put the umbrella of the customer. And he closes his umbrella when the first drop of rain coming. Because now there is a risk. And when there is a risk, because we are the people who are the culprit, I'm sorry to use this word, to make the world a bankruptcy. Because if there is certain, like a COVID came, we were the people, how our money will pack. So we were hurried to take back our money, and the small medium enterprises collapse. And all the large organizations are still there because we restructured them. And if I talk about the risk, I think today's afternoon, evening will finish, because risk is everywhere. Now, we need to work how to mitigate the risk, how to facilitate because if farmer is that educated, I was just talking to Rick before starting, that if farmer is that educated, so I should be on the ground and he should be on my position. If he can make his financials, he can make his business plan, if he can everything, so he should be here and I should be on the left. So there is a basically gap between the mindset, and very thankfully, not started my presentation, there are the 15 slides, I will show the performance for the minister and the others, but when I'm listening this thing, I change certain in my mind to talk about, we are educating our loan officers, but we need to educate ourselves. Because we, as a board members, as a senior people, are the decision makers. If some corporate client is coming, for example, somebody wants to buy the Mercedes, I will process the loan within 2 days. But if somebody wants to buy the tractor, I will ask this document, that document, that document, that document, that document, and he will say my 2 crops are already done. And that as a NOFA I am experiencing. My colleague is with me. Crucial season is started, and the application I am asking, because if he will not have a money, why he comes to me? And ultimately, my respected colleagues already explained that value chain, and I am among the value chain who is eating the rice. I am the last user who is eating the rice. So agriculture is the only business in the world which will survive. Because we need to eat. And if we are not eating, that means we are not part of the value chain. So the risk mitigation is there, that there is always consumption or a user of agricultural products. I need to start with my thing. Okay, I'm not doing anything about the Trustbank, everybody know. Yeah, one of my colleagues explained the Islamic banking. I just want to mention Islamic banking is nothing to do with any religion. Islamic banking is a product of a value chain. And in a banking, value chain is always neglected. For example, if we are asking about the deposits, okay, if somebody is withdrawing, I am asking to whom you are giving. That is a value chain. Okay, then I am requesting that client, please open the account with my bank, so your money will remain in my bank. The similar kind of value chain is required, and that what we are having the product suite in Islamic finance from the start till the end. Even it can be done with any banking system, that from the start till the end you can do the processes. From the start I can fund, okay, what guarantee you need? Property. If I have a property, why should I come to you? That means I need a movable collateral. Movable collateral is if the farmer is growing something and he is coming up with some collateral that I have an ultimate buyer. And that ultimate buyer, not only the guarantee fund, but the ultimate buyer is coming up, okay, I am the person who can buy this product. So farmer have no collateral, but the ultimate buyer have a collateral, and I can use that collateral. He may have his existing inventory, and inventory is one of the collateral. And let me tell you very clearly, when there is a default, collaterals are nothing. And we learned in 2008, the subprime mortgage, where the world, I'm sorry, what happened with the collaterals in 2008? And we as a generation experiences the COVID. Have you ever been, think in 2015, 16, 17, 18 that all of the world will be shut down? No. That risk was never ever even thought, but that happened, and still the world is continuing. We restructured the loans in the bank, we restructured the counterparts, we understand each other's problem. Unfortunately, when it comes to the small, because that's what I'm saying, the financial inclusion we are talking, but when it is coming to a small farmer or a small other processors, our loan officers may help them, but it comes to us, what is the priority? If risk officer of mine will say, okay, I will do this, then it will go again to the other process. His crop season gone. And so there are so many risks we are talking about always, but we need to work it out, and we need to resolve the issue that how to help them. How to mitigate the risk. The performance just of a NOFA, around 52 million SRDs has been disbursed or processed, I can say, a very small amount. But if you see the files, if you see the applications, it's a huge process.